Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to another video. So today we are going to go through, hedge fund ecosystem, the entire industry ecosystem, and we will also go through mutual fund industry ecosystem. So what we will see is in both India, US, and UK, we will cover, and so we'll go through, who are the members in this industry ecosystem and what are their roles and responsibilities, and what are their names, what benefit they'll bring to the ecosystem and the industry, and we'll go through some specific examples of what their roles and responsibilities are, and how the industry is doing, hedge fund and mutual industry and fund industry in US, UK, and Dubai. Okay, so that's the topic for today. With that note, let's start. Okay, so hedge fund industry, if we see, key participants and roles are, the first one is asset manager or the fund manager. So he's the one who manages the fund, and they are responsible for strategy development and portfolio management or allocation and risk oversight. So these are the responsibilities of the asset managers or the fund managers. And the examples from US, UK, India, and Dubai are Millennium Capital is a hedge fund, Citadel is a hedge fund, G Research is a hedge fund. In India, some local Indian quant startups are there, and Dubai based investors are also there in Dubai. Okay. And what benefit do they bring to the ecosystem? Capital allocation they'll do. So they collect they pull the capital from high net worth individuals, endowments, pension funds. And what they do is they allocate this capital into alternate investments. Okay, and and these hedge funds generally their target is more take more risk and generate more return. That's what their target is. And all these alternative investment funds have that as a target. Be it venture capital, angel fund, or real estate investment trusts, or private equity or hedge funds. So that's their major goal: take more risk and generate more return for the clients. And they generally manage clients' money only. They don't manage their own money, and they charge a fees for that, and both a fixed fees, management fees, and a performance fees for that. So that's what they bring. This asset manager or fund manager is mainly responsible for strategy development and portfolio management and risk oversight. The benefit they bring to the system or industry is the ecosystem, is capital allocation, returns generation, main thing, and risk model, innovation. So that's their primary role and responsibility. Next, we have prime brokers. So like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Interactive Brokers, Cantor, Fitz, Zeral, StoneX, Clear Street. So these are all prime brokers. All these hedge funds trade through these prime brokers. Their responsibilities and roles is trade execution they'll do. So that's their main thing, and margin they'll provide. So margin financing they'll provide. Securities lending they will do, and integrated brokerage they'll offer. That benefit they bring to the ecosystem is they'll provide access to liquidity, they will provide leverage to you, and operational infrastructure they will also provide to you. So that's the prime brokers role in the industry and the ecosystem. Then we have custodians or fund administrators. So custodian is one who keeps the custody of the securities. That's what a custodian is. The administrator does all administrative work. Okay, and examples are Citco Global is a custodian and administrator, and local BVI administrators are also there. The roles responsibilities are fund accounting they'll do. NAV calculation is a daily responsibility of hedge fund manager, and this NAV calculation, and that has to be done by third party. So this custodians administrator will be doing that, and fund accounting they'll be doing at the end of the day for reporting purposes. Okay, to clients and the authorities, regulators. So the fund accounting is being done by them. NAV administration is done by these people. Investor reporting and compliance also they'll take care. It's custodians and administrators. There could be a compliance officer also who takes care of all the rules and regulations that are there in the industry, and whether the fund is meeting all those rules and regulations. The rules and regulations could be like Prevention of Money Laundering Act, prevention of malpractices in the trading. Such things could be the insider activity, all those prevention, such things are there. So that compliance will be taken care by this compliance officer or custodian or administrator. What they bring benefit to the system is transparency. They'll bring auditability is there, trust and assurance they'll bring to the ecosystem. Okay, execution platforms, infrastructure. So this is hidden levers. So AWS, Amazon Web Services, cloud system, custom low latency stacks. So low latency stacks allow you to execute at high frequency trading. You could do market making. You could do. These are all technology, basically. Infrastructure technology, uh, cloud. So these. Amazon is providing the AWS, okay, and low latency. It's generally proprietary. The companies develop themselves with their in-house teams, and yeah. So what is these people execution platforms and infrastructure do? Analytics. They will. That's their main responsibility. Trading infrastructure, the IT infrastructure, and which involves both hardware and software and risk scenarios. This is their main roles and responsibilities. What benefit they bring to the ecosystem is operational scale, they'll bring, and tech enabled alpha generation. All alpha is profit over the market index, so that they'll enable. Data provider and analysts are also there. So in-house data teams are there in Mumbai for Millennium, Bloomberg, and Refinitiv. This is another set of people that are there in the ecosystem. The data is provided by these people. Data ingestion they can do. So these people's roles are data ingestion, basically alternative data sets research, quantitative signal support they'll provide. They'll help you to do better decision making through the data. So this is data enabled decision making. They'll help you to do. And again, we have regulators that is there for every industry. So it's there for this industry also. Regulators and industry bodies are there. If you see, India SEBI is the regulator, and Dubai DFSA, UK FCA, and SEC in the US. These are the regulators. They make sure fair trading is happening, compliance is being taken care, risk monitoring is being done, reporting is being done, investors are being protected. That's their main role. Okay, and no unfair trade practices are being done. That is also their main role. Integrity and investor protection is their main role. Okay, so that's the hedge fund ecosystem. Let's go through the mutual fund industry ecosystem also. So here we have sponsors or AMCs, asset management companies. Okay, and examples are HDFC, AMC, ICICI Prudential AMC in India, Vanguard, Fidelity in US, and Schroders in UK. Uh, what these do is they establish the asset management company and define fund philosophy, which is like growth based investing, or you know tax deduction based investing, or you know all weather portfolio, something, any something they'll have, or tech specific portfolios they may have. That is their fund philosophy. And product mix, what are the companies that will be there in that particular, and what percentage they'll be there, that also they'll define. So that's roles and responsibilities of an asset management company and sponsor. Okay, what benefit they'll bring is product innovation. They'll bring large scale fund distribution. Again, these people also pool the funds from retail investors, not from high net worth individuals or endowment funds, or pension funds, but these people pool from retail investors, also from big investors. But yeah, mutual funds main focus is retail investors. And then they have some investment philosophy and invest to generate a return over the alpha over the benchmark index. Benchmark could be based on the distribution. The benchmark could be either Nifty, Bank Nifty, or whatever, based on the investment philosophy and the product mix. The benchmark could be decided. Then there will be board of trustees and independent directors. Okay, so this is the SEBI mandated boards in India. There should be board of trustees and independent directors should be there. Uh, and corporate boards are there in US and UK. What they do is fiduciary oversight that money is being properly used, and investors' interests are being safeguarded. Okay, so that's their main responsibility, and they do governance, integrity and compliance. They their benefit to the ecosystem. Custodians again, these people keep the custody of the securities with them. So if you talk about AMCs, it is CDSL, Central Depository Securities Limited in India, NSC CDSL in India, and BNY, Bank of New York Mellon in US and UK. That's what does the custodian work. They'll keep secure asset safekeeping, like putting the stocks are being or securities are being taken care of, or it's in the safe hands. That's what it is. Okay. And settlement they'll do, these custodians, and dividend handling also they'll take care of it. Main benefit they'll bring to the ecosystem are asset protection and legal compliance. They'll bring to the ecosystem. Other than that, we have register and transfer agents. So, example are CAMS, Carvi India. Okay, roles and responsibilities are they maintain the investor records. Okay, who is the investor? What did he buy? What changes have been done to what in a daily basis to the investments? What number of shares got sold, or what number of shares got added? All that details they'll maintain this register and transfer agents. Okay. So they maintain investor records, KYC verifications, know your customer verifications, and issue statements. Main benefit is investor servicing and operational efficiency they bring to the system. Then we have distributors, RIAs, and brokers. These are AMFI registered distributors in India. RIAs, banks, fintech platforms are there, which basically distribute the fund. So once a mutual fund is there, someone has to distribute and take it to the people. Like Grow is there in India. So this fintech firm. Okay, so they distribute the funds. They advise the research individual analysts. They advise the investors to invest in funds. Okay, so these are the roles. Distributors distribute the funds. RAs invest the investors, and brokers manage their investors. What is the benefit they bring to the ecosystem is broader reach and advisory linkage. Okay, so the fund will be distributed to a large number of people. Okay, that's the fund becomes big. Auditors, these are there in every business. You need to have an auditor. You need to chartered accountant basically, and you need to have a lawyer, compliance officer. I was talking about making sure that you are following all the laws within the country. So yeah, these are Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, all those big, chartered accountant firms. Legal is you basically go for any lawyer, top lawyer. Compliance officer would most likely be a lawyer himself, or we could take someone with an experience. Okay, what they do audits, of the financial statements. They do regulatory filings. They ensure scheme compliance is there. Financial transparency is there. Investor trust. This is compulsory. Okay. Regulators, industry body. This is also there in any industry. For same for mutual fund and hedge fund industry. SEBI and AMFI. Which AMFI is Mutual Fund Association of Mutual Fund Industry in India. SEC FINRA in US. FCA in UK. They do licensing, policy formulation, investor education, grievance redressal. These people do market integrity, investor protection, and market development is their main responsibility. Okay. Yeah. Coming to the industry and competitive analysis, so if you see in India, mutual funds have grown rapidly. The assets under management reached to 75 trillion by mid 2025. Retail participation is 28%. High net worth individuals participation is 35%. And it's increasing sharply. SEBI is also opening mutual fund licenses to new entrants, and alternative investment funds are also fueling this innovation. Okay, so it's growing basically, and good participation is there from retail and HNI perspective. And hedge funds, it's smaller in scale in India. Many operate from overseas, Singapore and Hong Kong. Local hedge fund industry is nascent, and the capital and strategy is sourced from offshore centers. Okay, and large quant firms like Dish and Millennium are hiring tech talent only from Bangalore and Gurugram. Okay, so that's the industry. USA, coming to USA, mutual fund industry is highly developed with giants like Vanguard, Fidelity. These are the big ones, and distribution is done through broker dealers there, RIAs, research investment advisors, retirement plans also they use for distribution. Shift low passive ETFs are gaining uh, more ground there, and low fee passive strategies are in favorable, which were introduced by Vanguard, and now everyone in the industry is also looking for them only. Hedge funds coming to, it's a very fully mature ecosystem compared to India. From India, it's an ascent market, mostly being done from offshore like Singapore, Hong Kong. Okay, but there it's fully mature system. Prime broker dominance is there, like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. Large regulatory infrastructure is there. Vast institutional capital is there. Mid-tier undeserved firms are also served by interactive brokers, Stonex and Clear Street. Coming to UK and Dubai, a mutual fund or UCITS, UK UCITS funds are globally domiciled products. Regulatory environment is robust under FCA. Hedge funds, multi-manager funds like Isler are scaling via strong risk frameworks and asset diversification. UK hedge fund assets under management of 4 billion for Isler alone. Okay. Prime brokerage gaps, emerging firms like Clear Street serve mid-tier. Okay, and Dubai's DAFC, regulated REITs also support fund vehicles within hedge and investment space. Okay, so hedge fund is one form of alternative investment fund, and REIT also is an alternative investment one. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. Okay, what are the key benefits provided by these ecosystem players? So AMCs, asset management companies and fund managers, they drive innovation, they generate the returns, okay, and custody, they manage the investor capital responsibly. Prime brokers, they give leverage to you, access to leverage, low latency trade execution they'll allow you to do, serve smaller funds and tailored services they'll provide. Custodians and administrators, they ensure the fund operations are done, accuracy is there, investor communication is done, and the compliance are properly handled. Distributors, RTAs and RIS, they bridge fund products to the investors. They distribute them to the investors, provide advisory and streamline KYC and redemption processes. Technology platforms, so these are hidden levers like Citco, etc., enhance risk modeling, analytics, reporting, and investor transparency. Regulatory and industry bodies, they safeguard the interest of the investors, standardize operations, encourage the industry to grow, and yeah, inclusively, women-led funds and new AMC licenses are also promoted by these regulators and industry bodies. Okay. So all in all, the summary is hedge fund ecosystems thrives. Hedge funds thrives on capital markets infrastructure, prime brokers, and data-driven strategies and global compliance. Mutual fund ecosystems depends on regulatory governance, sponsored backed AMCs, efficient distribution, and strong investor servicing. India's mutual fund industry is experiencing exponential growth, fueled by retail and HNI adoption. And hedge funds are smaller in India, with just talent being supporting offshore operations of foreign firms. US and UK markets remain mature with scale, depth, and standardized infrastructure. Dubai serves as a growing offshore hub with DFC regulated structure. Okay, so that's the hedge fund ecosystem, guys, and who are all the players in different countries, what their role is, what how they contribute to that ecosystem, and how the industry is, how the competition is within the industry, and yeah, that's what we have discussed today. Thanks everyone for joining the call. Have a nice day. Bye.